Junior Senior.
G'day YouTubers, it's Senior here from Junior Senior Gaming, and this is the start of this week's very first sneak peek for this week. So we're having a look at the Scania 1 series. Now it's the 111 plus 141. Now I don't think we've actually had a look at this one before in the past. Now, not exactly this one, because it's very, very nicely done. Look at the modelling that's been done on this. It's very, very nice. Now, for an old school Scania, I actually really like this. I really like my old school trucks. So you can see under there that there is an engine in there, so nobody's stolen the engine out of this truck. Sometimes we see the engine's been stolen out of it. But yeah, let's take a look at the customized configuration. Now, in the cabins, there's only one cabin to choose from. Now, the actual chassis, there's the chassis 4x2, the 4x2 Sport, so it's lowered, and the 6x4, and the 6x4 2-tag lift. Let's go the 6x4. Actually, let's go that one, the 4x2. There's the Sport there. And let's go off to the engines. So the engines, we've actually got the DS11 turbocharged 280 horsepower 6-cylinder. We've got the DC9 37 310, DS11 230, the DS14 V8 360, the DS14 V8 380. Now I want to come back and check some of these engines later on. We'll start with the turbocharged, and then we'll take it from there. Now the gearboxes, we've got the I think that's 8+1 there. It's the GR-905 8+1, OptiCruise GRSO 925, and the OptiCruise GRSO 925R. We'll put on the 8+1. Now for the interiors, you get the standard, or you get the Scania, is it Vabis? So which is the Scania Vabis steering wheel, which is very popular in the Scania trucks. But if you have a look around here, you can actually see that this is quite nice inside. The textures and everything are all done very nicely. The modelling, very nice indeed. Very smooth. Very smoothly done. So, yeah. Very, very nice. I particularly like this here. It looks very real. The little hole, the material with the hole in it. Now, that was a common thing in older trucks, but it looks very, very, very real in there. So, that's very good. Now, off to the actual paint jobs. Now, we have Deep Ocean, we have Perfect White, we have Scorpio Red, Acacia Green, Autumn Orange, Crimson Red, Poached Ivory, Custom Color, which you see, it does actually work. And there we go. Now, we also have a Custom Metallic. Now, not been happening a great deal so much, but we do occasionally see where the custom color doesn't work. But as you can see, this first color here does. You can see the second one straight away does as well. See, there's the second one. Now, here's the one where a lot of people get caught on, the third one. But you can see there that it is actually working. You watch there. You can see that it changes. There we go. That is perfect. Brilliant. That is very nice indeed. Change that to whatever color you want. There you go. So that's really nice. Now the skins, the skin 2, it's orange and white. Skin 3, not very too keen on that one. Skin 4, no, definitely not. That one, I like the Scania logo on the front there, but it is a little bit plain. But anyway, it still looks good, that one. I like the metallic, to be honest. Now, going to put it on to a nice, yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Yeah, let's leave it on that there. That's actually not bad. However, let's try more of a, well, there's a gold. Let's try more of an orangey color. That's a nice god. That actually looks really nice like that. So let's go and make that there. Put that there. There we go. Right there. And that is... Oops. Very nice there for a deep colour. So there we go. That is it for me. Oh, hang on. We need to go back in there. I clicked confirm too quick. Now, off to the accessories. And let's have a look through the accessories. We have got mud flaps. And we got mud flaps, mud flaps, mud flaps. And they're all over the place. There we go. We got the Stillholt ones. Scania. Scania on just 2 there. Scania there. And Stillholt on the side. Look, I actually think that the Scania ones, those ones there will do. I like those. Now if we go up to these, we've got a bumper or the lower grille. So there's a little protection section there, and we can actually put on a whole heap of stuff on there. It looks really cool. However, you can't put spotlights on there, which is a bit of a shame, but never mind. There is some spotlights if you wish to put spotlights on, and do they work? Yes, they do. They work indeed. Then we go down to here. On these here, you cannot put spotlights again. Just normal lights, just so you know. Now, there was that one there, which was the one I particularly like, and there's that there. Let's put that one on there. That actually looks quite good. Now, we move on over to here, and here is where you can put your spotlights on. So you can actually... Oh, this is where you change the colour of your spotlights. Have the 50 KDA Sakota Hella Chrome, and then orange glass lights, and then there is bumper lights, and then blue glass lights. I'm going to put on the orange ones, and then over here we've actually got... Now this is crazy. Look at this. For every one of these dots, you can go and put a sticker, a light, or whatever you want. Now, there is a texture meshing there, and we'll basically skip that, and we'll move on. You can put super there if you want, or Michelin Man you can stick on there, and he actually looks like he glows there, doesn't it? You turn the lights on and off. See, it looks like the Michelin Man glows. I think he does anyway. Then there's all these other lights and that. There's the plate that goes over there, or whatever you want. Whatever you want, you can put on there. Let's go and put a nice Scania badge in the middle there. I think that looks very, very nice. Very nice indeed. Let's go and put... we can put the spotlight there as well. Look at that. Maybe that's a little bit too much, but anyway. Doesn't matter. Then here we actually have is it's like a little section here for chrome, plastic, or paint. Let's go and spoil ourselves and put on some paint. Plastic, sorry. Right, there it is there. Just making sure I get everything here. Now while we're here, there's this here. It is little lollipop lights. And there is just the orange and red. While we're at it, there is more lollipop lights, orange and orange, or orange and red. Let's put on orange and red. Down here is the door strip. You can go stock or stock. Let's put on stock. That was the lollipop again. There is the mirrors. You can go plastic, color, plastic old, steel, or color. I'm going to go steel. I think the steel one sort of matches with this older truck. Now, we've done that one, done that, the mirrors. Now, for up here, you actually get the sun visor, which you can go glass blue. Which, can you see through it? I think you can. You can indeed. So that's really interesting, that one. Then you've got the glass red. Then you've got stock. Stock again, and stock. Well, I actually like stock. So let's put stock on. Now for the light bars, you can actually select your own up the top there, which is very, very good idea. You can go to Sting, Auto Transit. So these are all names now of companies. It's the same bar thing, like a suitcase section bag thing. You put your bags in there. I actually like that there. So I'm going to put that one on there, put the horns on, and then we can go and put some lights on if we really want. I'm going to leave it today. Normally I would put lights on, but no, today I'm going to leave it. And then here we have, it is like a little visor sort of thing that goes on there, like a wind deflector, so make it easier for when you're driving the truck, less fuel efficient or whatever it is. You can put that on. I will leave it on, but probably might change my mind if this does win the weekly drive. So now down to the wheels. There's just all the standard rims that you can put in here. I do think that the Raven... Oh, hang on. Actually, I do think that the Cirrus does match this one a lot better. Moving on to the back. There is the Cirrus there, but any of the standard ones, I'll spin that round so you can see it. Any of the standard rims can go on there. And that Raven looked quite good there. Let's put Cirrus on there. Standard tyres again. Here we have again the gradients and the noise level and how good it is in the wet. Back around again. Now this is the tanks. You can go whether you want colour or grey. I'm going to leave it on grey. Now there is some plating that goes on the back there. So it is steel, or you can go like goes all the way or just a little bit. See how it's just a little bit there and then goes all the way. I'm just going to leave it on the little bit. I tend to like this truck the way it is pretty much. Now back up to door handles are the same. Now this one here is the stack. Sorry, there's like a little rack that you stand on. I don't know why that's there, but anyway. There's on both sides. See how it's on one side, both sides. You can see it there. Both sides again. Both sides, and there it is there. So all stock. Let's go and put that one on there. I like that one. That's very nice. Now, this one here, what is that? That is... Oh, a little logo. That's right. I remember. Now, there's a little logo you can put on the side. That's as close as I can get it. There's a little decal. It's got some goat or something like that. I don't know what that is. The Scania emblem there. Michelin Man again. Scania... then there's Scania again, and there it is. Look, I actually like that one there, the Griffin. Looks really cool. There, it really does suit it. Definitely does. Now, spinning back around, we have up the very top here, you get a little brake light bar, or you can go colour if you'd like. We might do colour for that one. Then here, you can go the glass, or you can just have it solid. Well, does it show when you come around here? Yes, it does. Look at that. Done very well there. I was half expecting that to be transparent still. So let's leave that there. Now, stacks. You can go one stack. Just one stack on the side there, and that's all, unfortunately. No more stacks. Now, for the air hoses, you just get the standard ones. You can have Sport or Sport 2. With Sport 2, you can actually put on some lights or something like that. So we can go and put two lights there if we want. There we go. That is very nice. Now, back up here, you can actually go to here and go stock. This is for the guards there, colour. Now that looks nice. There is, see how it, old school, it changes the rear end there, the tail lights. There is the old school Scotland again. Sport 2. So, see, there's so many nice ones to choose from. See, I think I'm going to choose that there. Now, here you actually can go ahead and change the mud flap there. Now, you get the four Stihholt, for Scania, one big Scania, and just one big flap. I think the Scania one there looks great. Really does. Really does look great. Now, moving around to this side, the last thing here is the actual mirror. And I'm going to put chrome on there. Probably should be metal. Oh no, it is chrome. But that is all that I can actually see on the side here. Hoping that I haven't missed anything because it is a little bit... Oh, there's the actual light. That's what I missed. There we go. So you can go backlight, or you can go and put on the big bonfire and the space if you'd like. Let's put a blue light on there. Blue light disco. Now, for the interior, you can go a GPS navigator there. You can go spots, so if you've got the accessory pack, the DLC, you can go and put in the DLC. Let's put on the Scania little flag thing. Here you can go crazy, crazy, crazy. You can go and put in dogs. You can put in whatever you want if you've got the accessory pack. Over there we can go and put the gross sandwich on there, which is pretty gross. Who left the damn sandwich on the dash? Now there's the mirrors, and we have the weekend bag, we've got Lean's bag, and we've got the notebook. Let's put the Lean's bag on there. We'll put Lean's bag on there. Now here we have the Lean's bag, overnight bag, or the esky. Now I think that bag looks bigger, doesn't it, than the one over there? But anyway, we will put that bag on there. Esky we'll put on there. There we go. That is, then we've got up here, we've got the 8-ball we can put in. We can put in any one of these. Let's go and put in a disco ball because I feel like a bit of disco. Now we can put in curtains if you really, really want to put in curtains. Personally, I don't like them, but anyway, we'll just chuck them in. Why not? Why not? Let's do it. Oh, if you insist, we'll just do it. There we go. That is pretty much it. All that I can actually see here for now. There we go. Let's go confirm. And there it is. That looks pretty damn cool for an old school truck. That's awesome. Now let's go trade in on the last model last truck we had. And okay, yes, okay. Thank you very much. How long does it take to load? Let's see. Not long at all. It's still, it's just system lag, that's all that is, nothing serious. There we go, it's up and running. Look at how shiny that is nice. That is very, very nice. Wow, that is very, very nice in the metallic gold. I'm glad I chose that color. Mwah! Beautiful. Very, very nice. Can't see any big holes. There's the chrome exhaust pipe, that's what that was. I thought it was a hole then. But no, can't see any big holes or anything like that, so it looks very, very good. Wow, that is very nice. Now, I am a little bit low though, low down, so let's quickly fix that up. Oh. There it is. Don't know why I'm so low to the seat, but anyway. There we go, that's a bit better. And get rid of that. There we go. Oh yeah, that's looking heaps better now. So let's jump on the outside and start her up. Look at it, very nice, very nice. You can get this at most Scania dealers as well. So there is that supercharged engine. Can't really hear the supercharged whining, just sounds like a standard Scania to me. Let's see, we'll go inside. Is there any dashes or anything like that? No, no computers, nothing like that. We'll test the wipers. Okay, only one speed. Never mind. You only really need one speed anyway, but it is good to have that in there, that feature. The lights, yes. High beams, yes. Let's jump on the outside, test the lights again. Yes, they're working. Looks very good. Very good indeed. Nicely done. Nicely done. Right, so let's just zip on around here and we will head on over to the service center, which is just over there, but we're going to just go for a little drive first of all. And wow, this is very nice. Oh yeah, I could drive this a long way. It is very nice indeed. I missed a gear deliberately, the whole heap of gears there deliberately. But look at it, just gets up and boogies, no problem. And now for the banana brake. No, it doesn't really show up, can't really hear it, but anyway. Wow, this is pretty damn cool. If you like old school trucks, then this might be one that you have to check out. Especially if you love old school and Scania, then it is a must. then you have to check this out. If it's old, if you're like old school and Scania, it's definitely gotta check it out. But look, let's head on over. It drives like an old school truck too. That's good, because you know it is meant to be an old school truck, so that's what you want. Right, let's pull into here and we'll go see these engines. Right. Now, over to the upgrade shop. Now, the engines. Engines is what I want to check out. So, we will go that one there, confirm, see if that does any different. On the outside. Now, let's start her up. Yeah, you can hear the difference in the engine straight away. That's a familiar sound, that one. That sounds like that ATS mod where he put that in. I think. I don't know for sure though. But it sounds very, very familiar. Now let's jump over here and test this other engine, see if that's any different. It is the DS11. It is. It's different. I did not expect that to be different. Wow. I thought that was going to be the same, but very nice. That was, oops. That was different. Confirm. Let's see the V8 now. See if that sounds like a Scania V8 or not. Oh yeah, listen to that. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. That, oh, sorry, wrong button. Go back to drive. Upgrade, and for the very last engine that I want to test. Let's see. I think, was that a V8 as well? Was that a V8 as well? It sounds just like the V8. Yes, it was. So two V8s, so they're going to sound the same. So there you go. So all these engines, except for these two here, they've got different sounds. So very, very good. I like that. I like that a lot. Back over here, there was something that I was going to check out. And I won't confirm this, but I'm just going to have a quick look in here. How much does this change? I don't think it changes anything really. I think it's all the same. So it's still the same parts there. Same there, same there. Yeah, so it hasn't changed anything in there. But that looks pretty cool there, doesn't it? In white. Very nice. Yes, we want to abandon that. Yep. Okay. So let's go take this for a drive again. Man, that sandwich is on my dash. It's bothering me. Some grotty person left a sandwich on my dash. That seat needs to come forward a bit more, I think, because you can't quite see out there. But the good thing is you can adjust it. And you can make it to how you want it to be, which is good. Start that in, let's see, fourth there. Let's see how we go. No horn, so let's listen to the other horn. There we go. That's it there. Come on, red lights. We haven't got all day. Screw you, pal. We're going. It's green anyway, so that's all good. Right. I might turn that up a little bit. There we go. So you can hear that a little bit better. There we go. So it was a little bit quiet. But as you can see, it's just picked up speed. No problem. It's, yeah, really driving very nice. Now, this, I'd be very interested to see how this goes with a load under it. I really, really would. I think it'd be very nice to drive with a load on. But let's get on the freeway here and see how we go. Not a problem getting on there, but look, we haven't got a load on, so it shouldn't have any problem getting on there. Now into the 9th, and we're up to 80 kilometers per hour. 87 kilometers there. There's 90 kilometers. And, whoops, hang on. No, that's about as good as we can get there, is it? It is indeed. It's the gearbox, that's what it is, so. But still, that's pretty good. We're doing 100 kilometers per hour, which is what you would expect out of an old truck. And it's still going for more. So, I mean, it's got the cojones. So, I think this is a definite good Scania truck to drive, guys. So if you're into old school trucks, you love your Scanias, you must get this. You must try it. I really do think, I mean, the steering's beautiful. It's so nice to drive. And I'm absolutely loving this. I'm not a big Scania fan, but I really do like this old school one. Well, look guys, that is pretty much it for me today. If you like this video, then don't forget to share. Also, if you would like to see check out some other videos, then make sure you check out the channel, Junior Senior Gaming channel. Don't forget about the convoy this weekend either, guys. Now, but that's pretty much it for me. Look, keep the sorry, no, well, hang on, I nearly forgot. If you would like to see this in the weekly drive, then you know what to do. Give us a thumbs up. Sorry, if you'd like to see it in the weekly drive, say yes, I would like to see this in the weekly drive. If you would not like to see this in the weekly drive, then say no, I would not like to see this in the weekly drive. As a lot of you do, you'd probably just keep it, oh geez. You'd probably just wait until I show you what the other ones are, but some of you don't. Some of you jump in and just vote anyway because you like it. But that's all cool, doesn't matter. But yeah, if you want to see this in the weekly drive, then make sure you get in there and vote and say yes. But if you don't, say no. But that is pretty much it for me, guys. Look, keep the shiny side up, the greasy side down, and I'm 1010 on the side. And remember, game on! Thanks for watching, YouTubers. If you'd like to see more videos, then click on the links beside. Just over here, it's the weekly drive, and yes, we take the Freightliner FLB for a drive to Rotterdam. Just down there, it's ETS2 starting from scratch, and we're going from Vaxjo to PEX. If you'd like to visit our website, or you'd like to subscribe, then click on the link below. Thanks again for watching, YouTubers, and remember, game on!